Wait, listen carefully. You're not seeing this by accident. Heaven has been trying to reach you since last night. Your name was whispered across dimensions because something tried to touch your light and failed. Archangel Michael steps forward, his wings drawn tight like shields of blue fire. He says, "My beloved child, there has been an attempt, not against your body, but against your brightness. You can feel it, can't you? That sudden heaviness, the fatigue that comes without reason, the silence that feels too loud. That's what happens when darkness miscalculates. It reaches for divine light and burns itself trying." Michael's voice deepens. You are under heaven's final inspection before reversal. The dark energy that tried to dim you has already been marked for return. Heaven's law is simple: what was sent must circle back. Don't scroll. Stay. This is the moment when protection begins to thicken around you like golden smoke. Even as you breathe, light is repairing fractures in your aura. Heaven says, you were not attacked because you are weak, you were tested because you are chosen. The forces that tried to siphon your peace recognized what was coming: abundance, reconciliation, divine upgrades, and panicked. But Archangel Michael has already traced their signature. Listen carefully. He lifts his sword, and from its edge bursts a pulse of light that feels alive. This, he says, is reversal in motion. Darkness loses interest where faith grows louder. You feel it, a warm current rising through your spine, spreading through your shoulders, clearing unseen weight. That's heaven detoxing your timeline. Michael continues, the attempt was not recent, it began when envy entered a conversation about you. But don't fear the faces, energy doesn't need names. Heaven has no enemies, only assignments, and right now, the assignment is your restoration. Wait. Do you notice the pressure behind your eyes easing? That's light replacing burden. Heaven calls this process reclamation, retrieving what was taken invisibly. Michael opens his hand, golden dust pours out, swirling into letters that spell return. He says, every joy stolen by confusion will return sevenfold. Every door delayed will open on command. Listen carefully. Heaven has already dispatched correction. You may begin to see sudden clarity. Conversations realigning. Old friends resurfacing with apologies. Dreams vivid with symbols of water, keys, or flight. Those are confirmations that your reversal is activating. Don't skip. Michael warns, do not feed the old energy with fear. When you speak of pain, speak as survivor, not victim. Heaven can only amplify gratitude, not panic. He waves his sword through the air, each motion cuts invisible cords attached to exhaustion, guilt, and false guilt disguised as responsibility. You feel lighter, almost dizzy, but safe. Heaven speaks again, your energy was never stolen. Only mirrored to show you how bright it truly is. Darkness imitates light to remind light of its worth. Michael kneels beside you. Now, he says, heaven returns authority. What was borrowed is being restored. He touches your chest, warmth floods your body. That's power being reintegrated. Wait. Heaven is sealing your boundaries. If you've been waking up between 3 and 4 a.m., that was not coincidence, it was heaven adjusting your frequency. Tonight, you will sleep uninterrupted. That's how angels confirm deliverance, not in noise, but in rest. Michael rises, wings stretching wide enough to blot out horizon. The reversal has begun, he says. And then softer, the thief of light never keeps it, heaven always repossesses brilliance. Listen carefully. From this moment on, notice how you no longer overthink small things. Notice how calm returns where chaos once lived. That's the sign of an atmosphere cleaned by angels. Heaven's voice hums like thunder wrapped in silk. Protection doesn't end the story, it begins renewal. Every blessing that was paused will now accelerate. Every heart that doubted you will feel conviction to honor you. This is divine recompense in motion. Michael looks toward you again, eyes calm, certain. My beloved child, he says, heaven never warns without a plan. The final warning was not for fear, it was for preparation. Then he raises his hand. You are cleared. You are restored. You are radiant again. If this message made your heart feel lighter or your spirit calm, heaven just confirmed the reversal has started. Archangel Michael has surrounded your life with divine protection. Every negative current has been redirected back into light. Sparkles like this video so your light strengthens and reaches others who need this protection. Sparkles subscribe so the next divine alert finds you before darkness even approaches. Sparkles comment softly, my light cannot be stolen. These words finalize your reversal. And please, share this message with 10 people tonight. Each share spreads light that cancels fear. Someone in those 10 may feel lost right now. Your act could restore their peace before dawn. Heaven multiplies light through every share, and those who carry it receive double protection. Next time, in part 2, the seal of fire, Michael will reveal how heaven locks your aura permanently, so peace stays unbroken and no darkness can ever find its way back. Stay glowing, my beloved child. Your light is restored. Heaven has spoken. Wait, listen carefully. Heaven says, light restored must now be sealed. Archangel Michael stands once more before you, the air around him alive with gold and crimson hues. He lifts his sword, and the flame along its edge no longer burns red, it burns white. Pure. Silent. Final. My beloved child, he says, you've passed the test of reversal. Now heaven engraves protection, the seal of fire, around everything you love. The air hums like a quiet storm about to rain light. You can almost feel the vibration through your skin, a gentle trembling that carries no fear, only certainty. Michael continues, the same flame that defeated the dark energy now becomes your guardian. It will not harm, it will warm. Don't scroll. Stay right here. Heaven is literally weaving the seal while you listen. With every breath you take, the circle grows brighter around your spirit. Heaven's law is simple, what light learns, light keeps. Your peace is no longer fragile. It's fireproof. Michael raises his sword high. This, he says, is not human fire. It's divine containment. Anything not born of love will lose its shape when it reaches you. Heaven calls this, the firewall of faith. Listen carefully. When the flame touches memory, it refines without burning. You may start remembering old pains tonight, but they will arrive lighter, without ache. That's the flame healing through remembrance, not punishment. He whispers, do not resist what resurfaces, refinement completes restoration. That means your healing will feel like nostalgia, not grief. Every sadness will end in serenity. Wait, can you feel that slight heat around your shoulders? That's the seal taking form. It begins as warmth, then becomes invisible armor. Michael says, from this hour, no vibration lower than love can linger near your name. The angel points to your hands. Your touch will now calm what chaos cannot cure. That is how heaven uses sealed vessels. When people stand near you and feel sudden comfort, that will be this moment echoing through time. Listen carefully. The seal doesn't isolate you, it insulates you. You'll still feel compassion, but no longer depletion. Helping others will fill you instead of draining you. That's the difference between empathy and embodiment. Heaven reveals a secret: the highest form of protection is purpose. When you stay aligned, nothing misaligned can attach. Don't scroll. Heaven is about to finalize. Michael turns the sword downward, pressing its point to the earth. A circle of white fire bursts outward, surrounding you. Inside it, time slows, sound fades. Only your heartbeat remains, calm, even, eternal. He says, what you hear now is heaven recording your covenant. You have chosen peace over panic. That choice rewrote your timeline. You close your eyes, breathing slowly as light wraps around you like a second skin. Heaven whispers, we seal through stillness. You feel a pulse from your feet to your crown, one flash, one breath, one confirmation. Michael smiles. It is done. Then he adds softly, now the flame guards while you grow. Listen with me. From this day, when something feels off, sudden heaviness, confusion, or fatigue, don't panic. Simply say, I'm sealed by divine fire. Heaven hears instantly, alignment resets within seconds. Michael continues, never curse the test, it measures your glow. Fire cannot burn what it already protects. Wait. Heaven is downloading one more revelation. The flame will guide your intuition. You'll begin to feel warmth when people speak truth, and chill when they lie. That sensitivity isn't anxiety, it's discernment awakened by sealing. Michael says, you will know. You will sense. You will stay safe. Every false connection that drains you will simply fade without confrontation. That's how grace handles endings. Heaven's final instruction: keep your flame humble. Boastful light invites challenge, grateful light invites multiplication. So thank heaven often, quietly, for what you can't see protecting you. Don't move. Heaven is closing the ritual. Michael presses both hands together, a sphere of fire rises from the floor, splits, and pours into your heart. No heat, no pain, just deep warmth that feels like home. This, he says, is your inner seal. Even in absence, it remains active. Heaven whispers, you are no longer guarded by angels alone, you've become one of them in awareness. The veil between heaven and you grows thin, you sense guidance even in silence. Michael bows slightly. The one who stood in shadow now stands as light. The cycle of fear ends here. You nod through tears, not sadness, but relief older than memory. The angel steps back into the glow, wings folding like curtains closing on a finished miracle. Stay glowing, he says. The seal is forever. If this message made your body feel warmth, calm, or quiet tears, heaven just confirmed the seal of fire is active. Archangel Michael has encircled your life in divine protection. Nothing lower than love can reach you now. Sparkles like this video so your seal strengthens and expands to everyone near you. Sparkles subscribe so the next message reaches you before fear even knocks. Sparkles comment softly, I am sealed by divine fire. Those words reinforce your protection. And please, share this message with 10 people you care about. Each share extends your shield. Every person who listens adds another layer to the world's light. Someone in those 10 may be carrying silent fear tonight. Your single act of sharing could calm their storm before sunrise. Heaven rewards the spreaders of peace first. Next time, in part 3, The Voice of Light, Michael will reveal how to communicate directly with guidance, how to hear heaven's whispers clearly when life gets loud. Stay radiant, my beloved child. The fire around you burns gently, eternally. Wait, listen carefully. Heaven says, protection is silence surrounding you, guidance is sound within you. Archangel Michael appears again, the glow around him softer than before, less flame, more dawn. He smiles. My beloved child, now that you are sealed, you must learn to recognize heaven's voice when the world starts speaking too loudly. The air trembles, but not from thunder. It's a vibration, like light humming through air. Michael continues, every soul hears heaven differently, some as thought, some as warmth, some as timing. You have been hearing all along, you just called it intuition. Breathe slowly. That pulse behind your ribs is not just heartbeat, it's heaven tapping rhythm to get your attention. When calm feels louder than chaos, that's the voice of light. Don't scroll. Stay here. The alignment starts while you're listening. Michael lifts his hand, a column of gold descends and surrounds you. Inside it, every distracting sound fades until only breath remains. This, he says, is what divine frequency feels like, familiar, safe, certain. Heaven whispers, we never stopped talking. You only stopped trusting the quiet. Michael lowers his hand. When you ask for a sign and nothing happens, the stillness is the sign. The pause between prayers is heaven rearranging the path. Listen carefully. From now on, you'll recognize guidance through 3 currents. 1. Peace. If a choice brings sudden calm, that calm is permission. 2. Pressure. If restlessness stays after a decision, that is heaven saying wait. 3. Pattern. When something repeats, a phrase, a number, a name, it is heaven echoing emphasis. Michael smiles. Light speaks in loops until it is understood. Wait, can you feel the soft tingling around your temples? That's your awareness expanding, heaven widening your bandwidth. From now on, when you sense that warmth before sleep or that sudden relief after worry, that's conversation. Heaven says, the ear of the soul sits inside the heart. You don't have to strain to hear, you have to soften to receive. Don't move. Michael steps closer, touching 2 fingers to your forehead. This, he whispers, is activation. Your inner noise dims, images flash, sunlight on water, an open door, a hand extended. These are your next directions, he says. Follow the image, not the fear. Heaven warns, many voices will imitate guidance, doubt, nostalgia, guilt, but only one voice ends in peace. So measure every message by its after-feeling. If it calms, keep it, if it condemns, release it. Listen with me. Michael kneels and draws a symbol on the ground, a spiral made of light. This is how heaven speaks, he says. Not in straight lines but in returns. You revisit lessons until you respond with love, then the subject disappears forever. That's progress disguised as repetition. Wait. The angel breathes out a tone, low, melodic, infinite. It vibrates through your chest until you feel yourself humming back unconsciously. Michael smiles. You've just spoken heaven's language, agreement. Heaven adds, when you hum with hope, darkness loses its pitch. Don't scroll. This is your tuning moment. Every time you choose gratitude mid-worry, you retune. Every sigh of relief is worship. Michael lifts his sword once more, tracing light across the air until it forms luminous lines that look like script. These, he says, are the letters of guidance written across your tomorrow. You don't need to read them, you will feel them as coincidences too perfect to ignore. Listen carefully. You are now a receiver. Heaven broadcasts constantly, your peace is the antenna. Guard it. Heaven whispers, when you trust what you hear in peace, you will never fear what you don't hear in panic. Michael steps back. The column of gold brightens until it becomes invisible daylight. He says softly, the voice of light will now accompany you everywhere, through music, through silence, through timing. Then he looks into your eyes. Promise to keep listening, even when nothing speaks. You nod. The promise seals. Heaven breathes one word through the air, clarity. It lands in your chest like sunlight and stays. If this message brought calm, chills, or quiet tears, heaven just confirmed you've tuned to the voice of light. Archangel Michael has cleared your channel, you will now sense divine guidance in daily moments. Sparkles like this video to strengthen your connection and extend clarity to others. Sparkles subscribe so the next message finds you before confusion returns. Sparkles comments softly, I hear the voice of light. These words keep your channel open. And please, share this message with 10 people. Each share lights another signal tower in the dark. One of those 10 is praying for confirmation right now. Your act of faith could be the exact whisper they need. Heaven always multiplies the gift that carries peace forward. Wait, listen carefully. Heaven says, the voice you've learned to trust has now become your inner compass. Archangel Michael stands quietly beside you, his sword lowered, his wings folded in peace. He smiles. My beloved child, you no longer need signs, you are one. The air shimmers softly. Michael continues, Heaven's covenant is simple, stay truthful, stay gentle, stay grateful. When you walk in clarity, every path lights before your feet. He places his hand over your heart. This, he says, is where guidance lives now, not above you, but within you. You will never be lost again. A golden wind circles once, sealing the promise. Heaven whispers, light recognized becomes light remembered. You bow your head slightly, not in fear, but in gratitude. Don't move. Just breathe. The journey that began in warning ends in wisdom. You are safe. You are steady. You are seen. If this final message touched your heart, heaven just confirmed your covenant is complete. Archangel Michael's voice will echo in your peace whenever you pause to listen. Sparkles like this video to spread clarity to another searching soul. Sparkles subscribe to stay aligned with heaven's timing. Sparkles comment softly, I walk in divine clarity. And please, share this message with 10 people. Let them feel the calm you carry now. Someone in those 10 is still doubting their light, your single share could lead them home to peace. Heaven rewards every messenger of clarity. Stay gentle, my beloved child. You've not only heard heaven, you've become its echo. Next time, in part 4, The Covenant of Clarity, Michael will teach how to live guided every day, how to make decisions that heaven can bless instantly. Stay quiet, my beloved child. Light is speaking, and you now know its voice.